man. I thought it would be a lot cooler up here than it is where I live, and I mean it is. It's not 103, but it's really humid. What if we should sit here? Hi. We're in Idlewild, California. Why do I always take the back road? I always take the back road. Hi. Hi. Okay, so this is my little Muscovite mica trail right here. And every time I come here, ooh, there's a chunk. Look at that. Oh, look, you guys. Oh my God, it looks like an arrowhead. Okay, every time I stop, I have to get one. Just a second, hi. Hi. Okay, I think, and I have chia seeds in my teeth, like totally. I should have brought something to pick them out, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here, but damn. I love getting my, like, natural rock, right? Okay, so here we are. This is where I like to come. And like I said, we don't have a lot of time. Oh, hi lizards. See the lizards? Hold on to your dreams. They're out doing push-ups on the rocks. Okay. I have to get a little higher. Hi, I'm waving. Wave, wave, wave. You guys, we're gonna have, this is our weekly reading. Everybody asked me they said they want to see my face, and it's funner if you do it live, so we're live. And I'm being attacked by mosquitoes, which is a message for me. Whoa, hold on, I'm gonna have to jump. Shoot. Hold on. This is so stupid. I'm having a hike down this. I've got these really cute leggings that I just got, and I don't want to ruin them. Damn it. Hold on. This is how I do it. Okay. I was gonna do this. I was gonna have it all set up. And then I thought, why do anything organized? I never do, right? You can see my dragon. See my dragon? This is my, there he is right there. It's my dragon. Okay, here we are. Sorry, lizard. I always want to sit there, but the wind whips up and my cards go flying. So we're gonna sit up here. I don't think I've done this spot. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give you guys here. You know what? While I set everything up, I'm gonna give you the items to choose from. Ooh, butterfly. Okay, you're gonna choose from bracelets. I'll let you choose them right on my hand. Okay? See? We'll do these. Those four. Hold on. Sorry, this sucks. Okay. See, these 4 bracelets is what you're gonna choose, 1 or 2 or whatever it is that you want. So your 4 choices are Flourite, which is the first one. Oh God, Sherry, what is that one? Hold on, I gotta think of what it is. Well, just look at the colors. I'll tell you what they are as soon as I can remember, right? So Flourite, right there. This one, this one, this one, or this one. So I'm gonna choose the pink and the blue, okay? And the other 2 are for the other people. So you guys pick those. I know it's beautiful. And it's hot. It's hot where I'm at. I was up above and it felt a lot better where I normally sit. But it was, the wind started blowing like crazy. So I have issues because I've got mosquitoes or I've got army ants. So the message is, and I know that, I've got people that are trying to suck my energy, which is the mosquitoes. And then I've got the army ants. And they're both coming from 2 different sources, which I find really interesting. So I'm getting it from both ends. Okay. I can't tell you how hot I am. Oh my God. And the mosquitoes, see, if I get out of the sun for 13 seconds, they attack me. And I can't handle it. So I feel like I'm gonna run out of battery before I get to the spot where we need to be. So take a look where we're at. It's beautiful. And I always go right back up to the same freaking spot that I always sit in. So why don't I just come here? Right? Oh, God. Okay. And I have no water. I'm so hot. Okay, I'm gonna get going. The bracelets, okay. The bracelets are, your choices are, and I will tell you what they are as soon as I can freaking think. They are, okay, shoot, now there's, okay, now there's 5. We can't pick from 5, so we're gonna take this one out because I can't remember what it is. I think it's Aventurine, but I'm taking it out. So these are the 4. In the light, can you see them? Shit, there we go. Sodalite, Flourite, I don't know what the other one is right now, I can't think, I'll tell you. So those are the 4. I'm picking the pink, and what did I say, the blue? And there's a mosquito stinker. Okay, here we go. It's not rose quartz, it's something, I'll tell you what it is in a second. The reason Sodalite is the blue, yes. Flourite, Sodalite, God, they're all getting caught on my rings. Hold on. What is going on? You know what it is? I've got attachments. I do. I've got people that are attached to me and I can't freaking kick them. I can kick them. I can. But it's just spirit re-emphasizing that I got attachments, right? People are trying to attach to me. So right now, I'm asking for a blessing on this reading that nobody's allowed to attach. We're going to cut all cords. We're going to ask Archangel Metatron to come in, clear and balance my chakras. We're going to cut all cords and attachments to anybody else. If anybody is in this feed that is not in the highest light, they got to go. And if they don't go peacefully, Archangel Michael's going to kick them out, okay? So you're welcome here because, you know, clearly, if you've got issues and you're trying to attach to me, you need this reading. So you're welcome to stay if you want to open up your brain and learn, right? No, it's not peridot. It's not peridot. Ooh, hold on. Look what I got. Somebody asked me, so okay, I'll show you. Here's my outfit. Hold on. Can you see it? Oh, you can't see. It's a total little hippie. It's a tie-dye. I love it. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna roll because we're gonna run out of battery. And if I run out of battery, I won't be able to save this. And I'm not doing private readings, so you guys choose. This is just for you. Okay, so the stones are what is it? The pink one. The pink one is pink Aventurine. That's what it is. Pink Aventurine is the pink one. We know that the blue one is Sodalite. We know that the other one is Flourite, and the green one is Amazonite. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so the reading, we're gonna start, and I've actually got the cards for the decks, and I have no idea what they are. I just thought I would try and do something a little bit more organized. Clearly I'm not, right? Jeez. Okay. I thought I would get things a little bit more organized, and so I didn't want to be dragging all of my decks up here, so I shuffled the cards, and I put them down, and I don't know what they are, so I'm kind of excited to see them because I normally shuffle them with you guys, and I'm ruining my decks bringing them up like this, and I'm probably going to ruin my cute little outfit sitting here. Okay, so how do we do this? You know what? I'm going to turn back around, and I'm going to let you guys look while I put them all out. Okay? This is turning into a disaster. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I don't know. Somebody asked me to do it this way, and I figured I would comply, but... And I did have things organized, you know? I had things organized, and it all blew to hell. Okay. So everybody is getting, everybody's getting a message from the... And we're probably going to end up going back in the car. Like, seriously? Because I'm going to run out of battery. I know. So everybody's going to get a message from the... what is it called? The Angel Tarot, right? Everyone gets a message from the Angel Tarot. All right, and I'm going to show you again. I'm going to have to take the bracelets off to do this, and I'm going to ask God to please help these cards not freaking blow away. Okay, here we go. I got to take these freaking bracelets off so you guys can see it. All right. So, and that's kind of cool because You're really doing this intuitively because you picked the bracelets, but you didn't know what pile. So there's your piles. Okay, we're going to start with Sodalite. All right, Sodalite. I put my bracelet back on. I know, I listen to them all too. They're all for everybody. Okay, so, let's do this where I can put my cards where they won't get hurt. So the first card is coming from the Faerytale Oracle. So it is the Nix of Mill Pond, Memory. Now I have, and that's Sodalite, so that's one of mine. So I have an intention. I don't know if you guys have an intention set. Look how wiggly my hands are, sorry. Like if you have a question that you're looking for or you're trying to find an answer to, because I absolutely do have something that I'm looking for. So see if there's something like that that you want to pay attention to. And there is a wild card. I don't know why, but there just is. So, all right, so see the card. Get the mosquito. And I'm going to put you guys between my knees because this is just too freaking wiggly. I can't handle it. Sorry. This is really embarrassing. I'm actually quite embarrassed right now. All right, here's your card. Oh, God. Mosquitoes are on their way. No, they're not. Just leave us alone right now. Okay, what's going on with this little girl? Snapdragons. Dragon. Okay. Snapdragon. Okay, so I already got my answer. Isn't that interesting? I already got my answer. Wow. All right. So the number 41, 4 and 1 is 5, which means a significant change is happening in your life, always for the better. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with these changes. Now, if you guys want to look at the card, let me know. Otherwise, I think you should just kind of look out around because it's so beautiful up here. So what's going on is this little girl, it's telling us to be wary of something. It's about being, not giving a promise out to just anyone and being careful about the promises that we do give out to people, because we may not know the truth of who they are. We may not know the truth of who they are. Okay, so a lot of times promises are given, and then if you're an honorable person, you try and keep them. But what if you don't know the person? What if they have misrepresented themselves? I think that's what they're trying to show you, is that there have been promises made and promises given, and the people have misrepresented themselves. So, and then there's a consequence because you try and keep your word, right? But then something goes sideways, and then it's kind of a question of your integrity being called out. So in this tale, there's a man, and he gives his word to this little fairy. And you know what? This story, this is a repetitive story. We keep getting the same story, which tells me something because it's like history keeps repeating itself, you know? So people aren't getting, this must be like a lifetime karmic thing that's going on because we've had this story again and again and again. Anyway, the story is that this guy gives his word to this little fairy. And he's promised his firstborn son, right? And then he tries to keep the fairy from taking the firstborn son. And he warns the son, don't go near the water, because that's where the fairy lived, right? She's a little Nixie from the mill pond. And right now, there's that little freaking mosquito that keeps torturing me. It's probably this little fairy. It is. That's what they're showing me. So this rotten little fairy, whoever the father gave the promise to, that's who's bugging us right now. So he tells his son, don't go near the water. He tells his son not to think, like, remember have any feelings. He's basically just trying to, not to love. He's trying to keep him from feeling anything, which is really weird. Doesn't want them to remember anything. It's the most bizarre thing. And that can't happen, clearly. I mean, clearly it's not going to work. So it's also not going to work that he can't keep his word. So what's going on? Even though the miller's son is enchanted, he's blinded by his true love. He's blinded to his true love. So I don't know if this is his true love or if he's blinded by this little fairy. I think that's what it is. He can't recognize his true love. And his father's messed him up as far as emotions go and understanding what love really is. So in the end, he finally is able to recognize his true self and his true love with good magic that comes. So there's a good fairy that's come somewhere. So basically, what's going on is Spirit's telling you that you've got a situation in your life that's a very emotional situation. And what's going on is you're trying to control it. You're trying to stop yourself from feeling. You're trying to stop yourself from loving. You're trying to stop yourself from falling in love, or you're trying to repress your natural emotions. Gosh, the wind. You can't, it's like, I can't stop the wind. You can't stop love, right? Isn't that you can't stop, I'm trying to think of the songs that are playing right now. So, you can't avoid this situation, and you don't have any control over your feelings. So, you have to face it, whatever it is. And it might be upsetting, it might be, I don't know what it is, but you have to free yourself. Because what's going on right now is this repression of emotion has cursed you. And you, in order for the curse to be gone, you have to look at whatever this situation is that you're trying to avoid. And this is how we create change in our life. And of course, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be tests that come before us. I'm turning around because I can't handle the wind. There's going to be tests that come in front of us, right? And so here's this emotional situation in your life. Whether it's a scary situation, a sad situation, a love situation, I don't know what it is for you, but you're going to have to face it. You're not going to be able to get away from this situation. So you've been long avoiding this, whatever this is. You've been putting this off and trying as much as you can to skate it, right? Skate around the edge. So when you actually do face it, then you're going to be, at the end of this, whatever it is that this test is for you, you're going to then experience joy and love, and you're going to recognize your true family, your soul family, because right now there's a problem with family, right? Like this guy's dad has a problem, or the mother, whoever it is, but they're saying dad in this message. So this is about being fearful of your emotions. This is about avoiding emotional connections and situations. This is about not being able to connect with ones that we once were connected to. It's like a memory loss. Ah, my cards are blowing away. It's about separation and loss, and it's about searching for truthfully who we really are. So that's the first message. My cards are literally blowing everywhere. This is awful. Where are the rest of the cards? Oh my God. Hold on a second. We are definitely going to go back in the car. I should just do the whole freaking reading in the car. Okay. I'll let you look around. I find the next cards. See if we have any animal messengers that show up. Okay. And I'm not even looking at what you guys are saying because I can't. Clearly. Like everything's just all over the place. And I just got bit. Ow. I just got bit on the ass by a red ant. And it hurts. What the hell? Should I just go in the car? I'm not looking at comments. Oh my God. This is so stupid. Okay. The next message is coming from, oh wow, this is awesome. Okay, the next message is awesome. It's the star. So the star is wish upon a star. It's basically the best card that you can possibly get. This is your wish card. What you have been wishing for. This is it. This is it. So this is like you're on the right path. This is about happy plans. This is about things turning out the way that you hoped that they would. It's about positive long-term, like making positive long-term plans. As you can see, Archangel Jophiel, she's holding two cisterns. It's basically, it's got the Two of Cups in it, right? So that's like a soulmate connection. And look at the forest. Oh! So she's pouring out this beautiful, beautiful energy upon this situation in your life at this time. And, whoops, sorry, I was trying to flip things over down here. So the number 8 also represents abundance, right? 1 and 7 is 8. And that means that that's what's going on here. Whatever it is that you need for your soul's purpose or for your path, the Spirit will provide it for you. Everything's going to be poured out. I'm going to walk while I do this. I'm going to walk around because I've got to escape. I've got to escape the mosquitoes. They just keep coming after me. So take a look, and I'm going to tell us the rest of the message while you see how beautiful this is. So they're telling you right now, what is your wish? Go ahead, make it right now. And Spirit says that whatever it is that's been on your heart, you've got every reason to feel good about it and feel positive about it. So go ahead and get excited. And this is about daydreaming, right? This is where I'm going to live. I'm going to live in the mountains. This is what I said. It's my intention. I love it. I want the trees, right? It's about new beginnings. It's about, if you make plans right now, you can expect them to turn out well because Spirit is blessing you at this time. I can't think of anything more awesome than this card. It is about, if you have projects, that you've been working on, right when I turn it around the wind starts. If you have projects that you've been working on, they're going to be successful, right? This is about fertile ground, new beginnings. If you want a baby, this is it. If you are considering a relationship, getting into a relationship, it's a good time. This is good, okay? I'm gonna go back down. Okay. Gosh, even running around like that, I can't get away from the mosquitoes. Jeez. Okay, then we have your first little message. So what do we have? We have, think about that. Somebody's trying to avoid an emotional situation, right? But why? I'm doing that because I'm getting rid of the mosquitoes. But why? It's gonna be awesome. You're afraid, but there's no reason to be afraid because what's going on is freaking awesome. And then your first message is, take more time to center yourself, which is what I should have done before starting this reading. So if you're feeling a little nervous about that, take more time to center yourself, right? Because you've got a wrong mindset when it comes to whatever this situation is, because it's gonna go really well for you. And then your little message, oh, wait for this. Are you ready? Wait for this. Hold on. Your little message. I'm laughing. Okay. Don't be afraid to I'm going to bring your comments back because I want to see your reactions. Don't be afraid of this relationship. Don't be afraid to feel this relationship. It's going to go really, really well. And you need to center yourself because you're ready for it. Sex! It's sex. Someone's got sex on the brain. I know I do. It's going to be good sex. So, if you were wondering, see, now I was asking, this is a question I was thinking about before, because I got this message. Because sometimes dark energy will get involved, right? And they'll try and mess things up. We'll be going along, we're doing really well, we're paying attention to our higher selves, we're connecting with somebody, everything's going great. And then somebody like the mosquito, or what was the other one I said, the mosquito or the army ant, right? These are two opposing forces. They're on opposite sides that don't want this to happen. They get in there. The mosquito's trying to suck your energy. Ouch. Just when I said that. The army ant's trying to get up your ass and cause a problem, right? And they throw you off. And so one of the messages was, oh, this one coming in, they just want sex. It's going to be a hit it and quit it. They just want sex. So sex comes up. So this relationship, there may be more than one. I already know I've got 3 after me right now. It's really weird, and I'm not just saying that like, oh, 3 guys are after me. I mean, it's really strange because I was told that you have 2 nights. I've got 3 coming back from the past, and it's really weird. And somebody is there just for sex. So here's something that I did want to speak about, and I'm going to talk about it right now. What do you think of somebody who throws you away and goes off and is with a bunch of different people, doesn't give a shit about your feelings, and then they show back up because, hey, you've moved on with your life, you're doing good. And now they're like, I don't like this, what's going on here? I need attention. Like, why is she going on with her life, or he, right? So then they show up and they're just like, and they think they're gonna start their games the way that they used to do, right? I'll start playing my game and throw a little crumb and she'll come running back. Wrong. Because while you were out there running around like an idiot, I was busy growing up, right? I was busy ascending and doing my spiritual work. So when these ones come forward, I mean, they think they're going to go back to square one and start the games again. That's not going to happen. So stand in your integrity, be the ones that are picky, right? And I posted a song this morning. I don't know if you guys saw it. You don't know me. And you don't own me. You don't own me and you don't know me anymore, right? If you want to come into my arena, you come and meet me on my level, which is the spiritual level, which is an honest level. Don't start playing fucking games, right? So these 3, you know, there's only one that's a prince. The other 2 gots to go. Okay, so that was that. I just had to throw that out. The next, who are we on to? We're on to, I've lost one of my bracelets. There it is. We're going to Flourite, and I don't know what order I showed you, but we're going to Flourite. That's this one, okay? All right. The first message, sorry, I'm having a hard time, hold on. I'm having a hard time holding everything. So give me, sorry, that was a little tricky. These are slippery leggings. All right. here we have our next one. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is from the Vampire deck. I gotta get you guys out of the way. Okay, Vampire deck, Rebellion, Upstart, Tumult, Revolution. I really like this message. I know what this message is about, and this is all about me. I mean, this is what I like, right? Look at the colors. Ooh. So what's going on here? I'm just gonna let you guys look up there. What's going on here is there are people that want you to do what they want you to do, okay? They think they're in charge of your life and how you should live it. Hold on, my card's fallen. I like it up there better because it's blue. And this is about you. You're gonna do things differently. And I keep thinking of this song by Green Day. What is the song? I always sing it. Holiday, right? We're the Eiffel Towers that aren't gonna be silenced. We're not gonna have a gag put upon us. So this is about an established order, right? They think that things need to be done a certain way. Some kind of a power around us. Could be, I don't care who it is, family, friends, organization, your job, who knows who it is, but they think things should be done a certain way, right? And then if you question that, you're the rebellious one, right? Your freedom of questioning anything is offensive to them, right? That's what they think. So right off, I'm going to be very offensive because I would have questioned all of it. So what's going on is we're going to have to figure out a different way to handle situations, okay, than we have been handling them or with this particular situation. We can't stay silent. Maybe we have been staying silent, right? But there's a different way to approach this. Ugh! These mosquitoes are all over me. They're all over me. And I'm sure they're all over the people that are trying to do this, right? Trying to assert their own authority and their own opinions at this time. We're gonna walk. We're gonna walk. I gotta walk. Okay. So maybe you have kept quiet. You've actually been trying to toe the line. You've been trying to make people happy. But Spirit's saying no, right? You've got the approach. You know what you want to do. And you've got the right to bring up questions. And you've got the right to question what it is that you're being asked to think or do or feel, you know? Who says that they have the right to tell you how you're meant to feel? But people do. And if you've been somebody that has been possibly very... There's a wish going by. Hope you guys see it. If you've been somebody that has been, I don't know, conditioned possibly by family or, you know, whatever the situation might be difficult for you to speak up for yourself. So, and you've tried, but you're not getting anywhere you want to go, you know? And for you to do something different is really hard for you because your family might look down on you, other people might look down on you. You're going against the grain. So other people are doing things a certain way and all of a sudden you're not going to. You don't want to. So you don't want to be, we had this message that came up already. You don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want to be the rebel, right? You don't want to be like me. But you do. You really do. You want to do that. You want to be yourself. You don't want to have other people telling you who you are and what you can do and how you can do it. And Spirit is telling you that as well. Hold on. So right now Spirit wants you to be a rebel. And some people think that that's kind of a cool thing, but it's actually not. It's hard. It's very hard. And Spirit's asking us to actually rebel against something that's actually difficult for us. So it's easy for me to say, and I know people are probably saying that, or it's easy for you to say, you know, you haven't had to deal with this or whatever. And I understand that, and I get that. And Spirit understands that too, and they recognize that this is actually really difficult for you, what they're asking of you, but it's in your highest good. And it's not Spirit that's asking it of you, it's your highest self that's asking it of you. So they want you to recognize that they recognize that this is going to be hard, right? And you're going to have to find maybe a new leader in your life, but you're going to have to be it. You're going to maybe be the leader for other people. This is a personal journey, and you don't want to make other people do things. This is about, we don't want people to be follow us, right? We don't want to be a leader. We don't want to be a leader for other people. We're not trying to get people to follow us. We're just trying to do our own thing, right? Follow our own heart, follow our own path. And if there are others that want to join us along the way, that's great, right? I'm trying to get the things out of the way. Yeah. Oh, it's better up here, isn't it? It's so much better up here. So what's happening here is you're meant to follow your own soul. Your own soul's path. follow your heart. And it's right now, it's kind of like you're at the fork in the road, because you may not have made, you haven't made this choice yet, or you wouldn't have got this card. And you don't want to do it, you don't necessarily have to blow your horn, right? Lately we've been talking a lot about, not necessarily filling people in on what you're going to do. This is about you, right? You're just going to take a turn that others might not be taking. And so you're going to walk by yourself. And the people that you have been hanging with, the people that are not your true friends, the people that have been hanging out with you for other reasons, for what they could get from you, there's a lot of false friends, right? There's a lot of falsity going on. They're going to fall away. They're not going to be there. So that's one of the benefits, is that even while the path is going to be different for you and difficult, that part's going to be good because you're free. You're going to be free from that, from the fake. So when you truly find who you are and what it is that you want, and you follow that path, that's pretty cool. This is why we live in America, so that we can have freedom, or Canada, right? I don't want to be somebody's captive. I don't want to be in jail, right? I want to have my own freedom to make my own choices. And if you have a hard time with this, if you're embracing this, that'll go well. If you're embracing this, you're going to love it, because you're going to recognize that you have your freedom. And once you get into this, you're going to be like, okay, this is good, right? This is good. This is what I want. But if you have a very hard time with it, you're going to be lonely. And all of us spiritual people get that. We all get that loneliness, we all do. And people say to me all the time, God, it's so lonely being a light worker. It's so lonely following my spiritual path. And it is. And nobody said it was going to be easy, but it's your path. It's what you're meant to do. So we have to do it. All right, that's your first message. Hold on, let me find out where we're at here. So then, ooh, like this one, even better. Jeez. Okay, these are good. See, so you know what? Spirit gives us something that they know is going to be difficult for us, but then they give us something freaking awesome. Look at this. The Four of Fire. This is, first of all, we got the wish card. Now we get the celebration card. This is all four corners on the ground. Contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home, successful completion of a project. This is freaking awesome. All four corners. Look at the dragon in the middle. I am worthy. I deserve this. I can do anything I set my mind to. Yes, you can, you little rebel you. This is a rebel for a cause, and your cause is your soul's path. So at this time, this is what will come if you follow your soul's path. If you go after. 5 is, and you think of fire, fire is passion, fire is creativity. You think of your solar plexus. 4 is always the number for angels. So you're never going to be alone. You're not doing this by yourself. You're going to have angelic help and support, as well as the ones that follow with you, right? The soul family that you come into, right? And you've worked really hard. This is what it's about. You've worked very, very hard about something, with something, which has offered you freedom and success, right? The success has given you the ability to have freedom. So is going off on your path, right? You've navigated through something that's been pretty tough. Now, I realize this is the second card, right? This is the second spread, but I do read all of these together myself. So if you only have chosen a couple, then for your message is you have gone through something very difficult. You've mastered it. You've completed it. You feel really good. You're proud of yourself for having done it. You've been successful. And because of all that you've put into it, it has given you a sense of freedom, which is the greatest feeling ever. You feel a lot of rewards. There's harmony around your home, or harmony with the people that you love. It could be you've reached a certain status or spot in your career that you've been working really, really hard, or on your spiritual path, right? You've been working with your gifts, and now you're finally kind of in the groove, and things are rolling for you, and you feel really good. You have been ascending, so it's kind of like going up to the next step, right? The next level. It's also, because it's the happy home card, it also talks about engagements and marriage. Yay! This is a very nice card. Very nice card. Okay. Okay, so then, what is your little message? I'm going to put these away so I know what I've done. Hold on. Why is the color not blue? I'm going to turn this around because it's blue up there. Okay. So your little messages are, okay, what do we have? We have, this is ridiculous. Why do we keep getting this? We keep getting this one message. It will require time and effort to bring it about. And that's okay. that's okay, because you know what you're working towards is a happy home life. What you're working towards is completion of a project. What you're working towards is successful, right? So whatever it is that you're going for, it's and the effort and time that's required to bring this about, clearly it's going to be worth it, because look what you're getting, right? There was nothing wrong with that message. It was an amazing message. So yes, it will require time and effort. Anything good does, right? What is your little special message? Focus on the best and allow it to manifest. Okay? So keep your thoughts positive. Keep your thoughts positive. Know what Spirit's already shown you. You already got shown that what's coming to you is freaking fantastic, right? You're going to follow off. You're not going to let people tell you what to do. You're going to celebrate. This reason for celebration, I like it. I like it, I like it a lot. Okay, now we're going to, what did I say this one was? I can't remember. Is it Green Aventurine? I can't remember. My sun's going away. Jeez. Hold on. Okay, that's better now. Now that the sun is out of my eyes, I can actually see. Hi. Okay. You guys see down there? Clouds are coming up a little bit. Okay, so the next message is coming from the Divine Circus. 1, 2. Hold on a second. I'm missing something, aren't I? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's right. Oh, we have a wild card. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on a second. That was interesting. So you guys got, I'm going to move this to the side because that was accidentally picked up. So Spirit knew that though. But we're going to the Divine Circus, and what's really cool is I have never gotten this card before. Look at my lips are so chapped because it's so dry. It's so yucky. Okay, Bright Baby. Okay, this is really, really interesting. I keep getting this person's name. Somebody they call Baby. God, it's in all of my dreams, and I'm getting messages about this one. So, Bright Baby. Lord, every time I turn around and I feel like I'm doing good, I gotta flip back around. So what's the deal with this one? Bright Baby. So, Bright Baby. So when I look at her, I think new beginnings. Her skin is so milky soft. Bright Baby, Bright Baby. So a gifted one? What's going on? So something's going on where, so Baby would be innocence, right? Baby would be innocence. So, and then simplicity, I would think, right? For Baby. And what's going on right now is Spirit says the simple truth is what you need right now. Simplicity. They're asking you not to think about the details or worry about the details or about how and where and why, which is something that we do a lot, right? I know I do. I'm like a major overanalyzer, right? I'm questioning a lot of things. I'm like a private detective. So Spirit doesn't want us to do that. I'm going to have to go back to the car. I am. I freaking can't handle this. I'm getting absolutely eaten alive. So they're asking for us to be simple in our truths at this time. They're asking for us to, when we're thinking about feelings that we have, they're telling us that we're making things more complicated than we need to make them. So the best way through is right now is maybe say no if you're concerned by something, or step back. They definitely want us to speak our truth. They're asking for patience. And then when Spirit asks us to act, they want us to do that. It's basically following simple steps, right? Until the issue resolves itself, whatever it is. So, because we've been getting a lot about, here, I'm going to turn this back around. Because we've been getting a lot about other people telling us what to do and us doing our own thing. At this time, we don't want to be doing, giving explanations or justifications or trying to interpret things right now. They want us to kind of drop that kind of stuff. They want us to keep things just really, really basic. And because the confusion gets just too much right now for something. I'm not quite sure what this is for you, but they want us to Also realize that when Spirit brings us a message, okay, I know what it means. I know what it means. I got it. I got it. Hold on. Let me turn around so I can talk to you guys. I was trying to figure this out, but I got it. I got it. What it is I do this a lot. I will, quiet mode. Oh my God. Can you guys hear me? Tell me if you can hear me, because it just said quiet mode. And I don't know, if I hit a button on quiet mode, I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing. Please tell me if you can hear me, because something said quiet mode. And I don't know what it is. That sucks. Anyway, if you can hear me, I'm just gonna continue. What it is we try and make things too complicated. I do. That's why, this is what I'm figuring out here. If I were to go take my driver's test, my driver's license test, I would probably get like 7 wrong or 6 wrong, even though I know the answers, because I think the question's too simple, right? It's too simple. I'm thinking it's gotta be more complex. That's what I do. I make things bigger than it should be. So women do this. Women are classic. Men don't do this as much. Men are actually simple creatures. It's us that are very complicated. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So don't, like I asked a question, right? Something happened and I asked a question and I said, who was it? Who did this? And immediately I figured I got what I got, right? And then I started questioning it. And then I started to try and go deeper. And so I asked for Spirit to show me, and they showed me in such simple ways, right? But I thought it had to be deeper than that. I thought that it had to be more, that it couldn't be that. But it is that. And that's what Spirit is saying right now. We're tending to do this. We're tending to make things much more complicated than they are. And then we get totally confused, and then we get very, very upset. So when Spirit has to bring us an answer, they're not going to make it complicated. They're going to make it very, very simple. So also right now, what you have or what you need is often right at your fingertips. You've already got it. A lot of times we think we don't have this or we can't do this because that's not lined up or we're not prepared or blah, 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 right? But Spirit says pretty much every time we actually really need to do something or say something, we have everything we need right now. Or it wouldn't have presented itself. But we question that. We try and make it more complicated. So if you're looking for an answer, it's usually right under your nose, right? That's just usually the way it is. It's like when you get into a panic, right? I'm thinking about you're rushing. I'll tell you an example. I'll give you an example. I wanted to have, where is it? The little card that explained what these crystals meant, right? I'm going to tell you guys, that'll be part of the reading, that these crystals all have a specific meaning. Okay, I'm going to turn you around so you can look. I look for it. And I put it in my bag so that I would have it, so I would know where it was. And I got here and I couldn't find it. And I started to panic. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I freaked out. I couldn't find it anywhere. I went back to the car. And I thought, oh my God, I don't know where anything is. And then I got to the car, it wasn't there. And I looked everywhere. I'm like, okay, I said to Spirit, can you freaking help me? You know, come on. I'm trying to do my reading here. I know that I put it in this book. Why isn't it in the book? And so I picked up the book and I opened it up and it was in the book. It wasn't in the book when I looked. Why? Because I was in a panic. And it must have been in the back page, or I don't know where, but it was in the book the whole time. So I freaked myself out. I got myself late. I'm running up and down. I'm a hot, sweaty mess. You saw how we started this reading. It was all over the place, right? And I had what I needed right in front of me. I said the green one was Amazonite. Yes, gratitude, Amazonite. And what did I just call it? Something else? Sorry. I'll tell you what they are. Amazonite, Flourite. Okay, Amazonite is for gratitude. That's just the one specific thing. There's a lot of messages. The Flourite is meditation. The Sodalite is the truth. That's why I chose that. I love the truth. And the pink one is pink Aventurine, which is creativity. Okay? Those are the ones we're talking about. Okay, so what's going on is we have been making things far too complicated. We're also wanting something right now. The clouds are looking really bitchin' right now, so I wanted you to see up there. So right now, if you think that there's something that's been ruined, damaged beyond repair, I can't fix it, I've blown it, Spirit says in this particular messages, that's not the truth. You can have a brand new beginning. That's what they're showing. They're showing that baby is innocence. So they're talking about, this is good news. It is possible for you to restore or repair or bring the innocence back or the original feeling or the original belief back into the situation. to something that you thought was forever lost, something that you thought was damaged beyond belief. You know, even if you do have to do some damage control, right? Even if things are a little bit muddied and you have to clear things up a little bit, it's not ruined. And I take all of these messages together, I told you guys. And so, I mean, what do we get? We got wish upon a star. We got happy home life, successful, you know, all four corners on the ground, right? We got that. So if there is something in your life, and I know what it is referring to for me, I know what it is. And I freaked myself out this morning. I woke up after seeing awful things in my dreams, awful things. And it really, really upset me, and I started to get my mind all messed up. And it was my own mind, right? I had one of my own videos from, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years, I don't know when it was. And I was saying at that time how the same thing was going on. And I said how I'm not going to let my own fear or my own worry or negative energy, because negative energy will try and do that. They will. They'll try and send you something to mess you up. They'll try and give you information that makes somebody in your life look like they're doing something that they're not doing. And I said, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to stay on my path. I know what Spirit's been showing me. I know what my dreams say. I know that this situation can be resolved in a harmonious way. I know what the ending is. I've already seen the ending. So why am I going to allow myself to get all messed up? But we do it all the time. So, hi. Ah! That was a bee. Get busy and get after the honey. whoever she is. So, if you feel like maybe you feel like you've lost a part of your own self, you know, your own true self, and maybe you're feeling like an opportunity passed you and you regret that opportunity, Spirit's telling you that a fresh opportunity is going to be there for you. And if it's about you or within you, it's still within you. It's just you that needs to rediscover it. So basically it's like maybe you've done something that you feel bad about. Maybe you feel like I was on my path, right? And I fell off my path. And this happened and I did this and I hurt people and whatever. Spirit says the light is still within you and you need to forgive yourself, and you can always start fresh, because we get to start every single day with a new attitude. We get to start every single day with a new beginning. So there's a possibility of returning basically to the light, right? I fell off my path. My twin told me 4 years ago in my dream, I said, what happened? He goes, what happened? That's what he said to me. He looked like he was stunned. He goes, what happened? And I said, I don't know. You tell me what happened. And he said, I fell off my path. I got caught up in the crowd and I got swept away. And I said, well, you're here now. So you didn't get swept permanently away, right? So clearly it came full circle and it was fine, right? So we may feel like we got swept away, but we haven't gotten swept away. So basically say, I see loving lights. I see loving truths. Simple and clear. Just simple. Just keep it simple, stupid, right? Okay, hold on. Let me find your... I know I'm talking quickly, but that's only because I'm probably going to run out of battery. Okay, our next message is... Oh, I like this. You are a natural healer. See? And we are. We all have natural healing abilities. So why can't we use these healing abilities on ourselves? Right? Forgiveness, self-love. You are a natural healer. I love that. Look at the color. And this is the best place to do it, right? If you're feeling like you're going sideways, get out into nature and get yourself centered. You are a natural healer. So, healer, heal thyself, right? That's what I like. And then your next message, oh, okay, isn't that just perfect? Putting on a front. So, this person, whoever thinks that they've damaged things, they've made a mess of things, they haven't. And right now, they're not showing their own true self. They're not being their authentic true self. They're putting on a front. I know that. So drop the front, right? It's time to do damage control. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to balance out, right? It was a life lesson. And maybe there's tears and maybe it's difficult, right? Nobody's ever happy when things go sideways, but in the end, it's all going to be good. That's basically the truth of the matter. So I'm not putting on a front, and didn't I choose this card? Isn't this one of mine? I'm not putting on a front, so I know who it is. So drop it. Okay, and our last pile of cards, and I love this deck. I love this deck. Should we look this way now? Should we look this way now? Can you see? I can see. Okay, I can see you guys a little bit better. That's better. Okay. Oh, I like this. Okay, so what did I see when we first came up? Did you guys notice my wood dragon, my green dragon? I'm an Aries dragon. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm a wood dragon. And so the fact that it's green represented to me, and I didn't paint it, that's the color it is, right? Oh, there goes the freaking wind again. It talks about love and it talks about healing. And it's right here. So that's a really nice message. And here's our card. This is, oops, hold on. What is your, this is, what is our stone? Pink Aventurine. Okay, creativity. Here we go. I wish I could tell how much battery was left in this. Every time I try and put these bracelets on, they get stuck on my rings. Ugh, frustrating. Okay, here's the card. Be vigilant. And it's the number 3, which is the Ascended Masters working with us. And I don't see, I'd probably put it down here where you can see it a little bit better. So here you see the fire dragon. And look at that tree of creativity in the center. Love that. Okay, the number 3, full circle completion. Look at the heart, the passionate heart, and the color of the wings. The whole body is your color of your sacral chakra, which is your seat of creativity and your sexual energy, right? And it looks like the sky. Oh my gosh. Do you know what's interesting? Okay, when you look at it like this, I know that it's not there, but it is there for me. You see the big dragon, and you see the heart of the dragon, and you see this tree of life. But if you pull back a little bit, it looks like a baby dragon, which represents new beginnings. And even the tree, see how it looks like a little baby dragon? I like that. So be vigilant. So what does vigilant mean? Vigilant means be aware, right? So what's going on? What's going on in your life that you have to be vigilant about? Something. Is there something that you need to protect? Is it something to do with your family tree? Is your family tree on fire? What's going on? Right now, what's going on? Okay, now this is the first message that is a little bit, I mean, we have to have one, right? They can't all be fluffy. We want real, right? We want realistic. So right now, we need to be watchful of others. We need to be cautious about our actions as well as the actions of others. We need to be ready, because vigilant means, vigilant is like I'm on the alert, right? So we have to be ready to stand and protect ourselves from people who may envy what we have, covet what we possess, people that are wanting to harm something of ours. I told you I was getting, I already know what's around me. I got the army ants coming after me, I got the mosquitoes coming after me, right? But I'm not worried about them. But I'm not stupid. I'm watchful. I'm aware of what's going on. So we've been getting this a lot for the last while, that we have to be a little bit more cautious about what we say and to whom we say it, right? Because there are people that are not our friends. Even though we want everybody to be our friend, they're not. That's just the way it is. And not everybody deserves an explanation. Not everybody deserves to know where we are going or what we're doing or who we're doing it with. We also have to be ourselves very, very cautious about the way we behave. Don't try and justify sneaky actions. Don't be stalking people and thinking that you have the right to do it, and because you're trying to find something out because your feelings are hurt or your boyfriend broke up with you and you want to find out if he's messing around with his ex-girlfriend or whatever it is. Right now, don't be messing around. Right now, Spirit says everything that we do, we have to be aware of for ourselves and how it affects other people. I'm looking at the cards, they're all blowing everywhere. Just a second. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys, sorry, I'm gonna put you back up like that. It's just prettier up there. Because we don't want to be the one that's harming anyone, right? We gotta, we gotta be careful. Sometimes jealousy causes people to do really stupid things, right? And sometimes you can't take that back. So be careful with the stuff that you put out there, with the things that you say, and recognize that what you send out comes back, you know? Whether you think that it's okay for you to do it or you're, you know, I just keep thinking about, you know, somebody did something wrong or somebody did something to me, and so you feel justified in your actions. But Spirit's saying you're not. So weigh your actions. Before you do something, be really, really careful that you are, you know, that you're ready to take the karma that's going to come. And a lot of times we don't think about the things that we do. We don't think that far ahead. A lot of times things are done with passion, right? Or hurt feelings. And it causes us to do things that we're ashamed of later, and we don't want to do that. So basically, with everything, be sure that you have done everything you need to do before you move forward, right? Don't leave anything to chance. And we're talking about the things that you have to be vigilant about, the things that you have to protect. Whatever that you need to do to protect your situation or your project or the person, make sure that you don't leave things, basically cross all your T's and dot all your I's, and make sure that, because there are people that are unfortunately trying to mess things up, right? They're not all your friend. You think that you want to believe that everybody's your friend, but they're not. And Spirit's they were just getting confirmation on this. So sorry that we had to get one of those, but there's going to be one in the mix. Okay, so your little special message. It's the truth. Okay? It's the truth. Now, do you have issues with trust? Have you been cheated on? Have you been lied to? Have you, because of the things in your life, have you become insecure to the place where all of the things that were done to you? So it's kind of like a case of the victim becoming the victimizer, right? So if that's been done to you, then you don't trust. So then you're going to find yourself doing creepy things like stalking people and looking, you know, checking up on them and trying to catch them in a lie. When you don't understand that by doing that, you're setting that intention. You're putting that energy into a situation. This is coming up for a reason, because it's happening. I'm getting messages from Spirit that it's literally happening, and that's pretty messed up. Now we can all understand insecurity, because I had never been cheated on before in my life until this whole last 4 years. I didn't understand it, and I've always been very, very loyal myself, and it's hard for me to wrap my brain around it, right? But there are other people that have been, you know, and it causes them to have fear. And so their fear is what causes us to do stupid things. And Spirit just says, just make sure that you're really careful with that. And then what's going on as far as, like I said, as far as this vigilance that you have to be practicing at this time because of the ones that are not necessarily your friends. Just make certain that whatever is precious to you is protected. And you don't have to answer questions. People don't have to know where you're going. They don't have to know who you're going with. They don't have to know your reasons. You're an adult, right? You don't have to. So don't leave anything undone with whatever your plan is. Get your plans in order. Act wisely. Because it might be your own lack of preparation that undoes what you want. That undoes the situation, that causes harm to the situation. Okay, hold on. We're getting up because, oh, hold on. We have a number. We were given a number. Your number is 7. Sorry, do you see it? 7, and I don't know if it goes backwards. So it's 7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks. Well, are we in the 7th month? January, February, March, April, May, June. So it's this month. It could be this month. Something to do with 7 is your message. And then as I walk, I'm going to show you I think that was it. That was it for our cards. And as I walk, I'm going to give you the last card. We have a wild card. So the wild card is coming out with the stone Tiger's Eye. And I'll tell you what tiger's eye is. There's my tiger's eye, right? Where is it? On the end. Hold on. Shit. There's my tiger's eye. See? This is my dark arm. Isn't that interesting? Oh, I just realized this. This is my dark arm. So this is my night side, and this is my light side. And you can really see it, can't you? This is all love and healing and truth. And this is all protection and grounding. Interesting. Okay, so look around while I locate the little card again so I can tell us what tiger's eye is for. And I would appreciate if Spirit would help me find it. So tiger's eye, and it's just a little bit, and we need it right now with that message that we just got. We need this, what tiger's eye is offering us right now, because what it offers us is good luck. And I don't believe in luck. We make our own luck, right? It's our own actions that bring us prosperity, that bring us good things. So tiger's eye is helping us with that. It's helping us with good fortune. And we need that if we've got to be protecting something. We're walking away. We're walking away. We're walking through the forest while we get the last message, which I freaking love. And oh, we've got two. Wait a minute, maybe we have another card. I think we do. Is Jay going to be open to communication? I don't know. Well, for the answer for that is yes. The answer is yes. Okay, so we had this card now, the Emperor. I love the Emperor. So the number 4 is talking about the angels helping us. There are angels everywhere. We're completely guided, protected, and loved. No reason for fear. It's talking about organization, logic. It actually goes really, really well. And I think this is part of that group of cards, actually, wasn't it? This one. So it goes really, really well with that Vigilant card, because that's what's being asked for at this time, is that kind of energy. Look at Archangel Michael, right? He's absolutely vigilant. The Emperor. The Emperor is my twin soul. I am the Empress and he's the Emperor. You can't get any better than the Emperor. The Emperor rules over kings, right? The kings are nothing to the Emperor. The Emperor rules over all the kings. So this is about that kind of attitude, that kind of respect, that kind of authority, discipline, leadership, right? If this is representing a person in your life, this person is at the top of their game. This person is respectful. This person is diligent. This person is spiritual. This person has got it all going on. Everything that you need, this guy's got it. Hold on. We're going in the car. I've done this once before where I had to finish the reading in the car. I think it's funny. Let me just plug us in. And sorry, it's not going to be as beautiful as outside, but it is what it is. Okay. Thank you, God. We didn't run out. I have to have this because I wouldn't be able to save this for the weekly reading for my YouTube channel if I didn't have the battery charged. Okay, so hold on. Oh, hold on. You can still see outside. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can freaking see, so I don't have to sit here with my sunglasses on in the car. I'm gonna turn you around and talk to you. Okay. Oh, feels so much better. Oh my God. Okay. Yay, hi! I always feel so rude talking to you guys with my sunglasses on because you can't see my eyes. I always think that's really rude. Okay, so the Emperor. And answer me, you guys. I know I was getting bit by mosquitoes. I've got this sweet skin, right? I'm the honey, and they want me bad, and it's not cool. It hurts. It hurts. I don't like mosquito bites. Can you please tell me that, I know the steps are really cool, because I'm kind of all discombobulated. This is probably the most horrific reading I've done in a long time. For the last message that we got, the last bracelet, and I don't mean, I know we went to Tiger's Eye. I didn't finish all of them though, did I? Because if I do, then we have 2 cards. Did I give as many messages for the last bracelet as I did for the other ones? I need to know that, because for some reason I've got extra cards. Can you guys tell me that? I know that there's a bit of a delay. And then I'm going to finish talking about the Emperor. So please tell me, did I give the equal amount of cards for the last one? I did? Hi, Sandy. Okay, cool. Well, then we have extra cards. Did you get the, so we got focus on the best and allow it to manifest. We got 7. Okay, so we have 2 cards at the end. So that's cool. The first one is the tiger's eye. And the last one will be the really light color stone bracelet that I didn't show you guys, which is, let me find it. I got 5 bracelets, or maybe 6, I can't remember. It doesn't have to have a stone. I mean, it doesn't have to have a bracelet, but it is, okay, I told you Amazonite was 1, right? But I had another one too. I had Aventurine, Amazonite, Fluorite, Tiger's Eye. I think I missed one. Okay, so if I missed one, that's what I'm asking. I thought I did too. So if I missed one, it's this. It's the Emperor, okay? So let's put the Emperor here. I love the Emperor, clearly. Okay, let's put the Emperor where you guys can see him. I got my air conditioning on because it's so freaking hot. How can I put the Emperor where you guys can see him? Like that, okay. All right, so here's the Emperor. I love Archangel Michael. I've been working with him a lot lately. You know, we've been doing the cord cutting meditations and protective shielding, because right now, clearly we're being vigilant right now because we've got mosquitoes trying to suck our energy. We've got army ants trying to crawl up our ass and cause problems. That's why we're being asked to be vigilant. So for Archangel Michael to come forward as the Emperor, I told you my twin soul is the Emperor, but Archangel Michael stands for the Emperor. I just say that because I have deep respect for my twin soul, his highest self. So right now what the Emperor is telling you is that even though you have a dream and it is sound, right? You deserve to have your dream fulfilled. Right now, what you need something in order to have that happen. So guidelines, right? And we already got shown that. We already were shown beforehand that we're going to have to get things in order. Right? There's things that we have to do. If we have to apologize, if we have to clear up the air, we have to be vigilant. We have to get a plan in order. We have to be careful of who we're talking to. We have to be careful of our own actions, right? That we're not acting from ego, that we're coming from a place of love. And then wherever we're going or whatever it is that we're doing, we got to get this plan. So the plan has to be a detailed plan. We have to, because like, remember what they said, if we don't have things in order, if we don't know what we're doing, if we don't, if we're not careful and we're not aware of the ones that might be wanting what we have or coveting what we have or jealous or envious, the plans might be undone, but it's our own fault because we haven't done what Spirit's asking us to do. So it's important. So clearly something's really important right now, right? There's something of great importance. Ugh, trying to get comfortable in here. I'm going to turn you guys around, let you see the forest. I'm going to roll my window down. Oh, if I roll my window down, maybe the mosquitoes will come in here, but look how pretty. It's so pretty up here right now. So right now, this is the best thing for us. This isn't about flying by the seat of our pants, which is kind of how I normally do it. This is definitely about organization. You're preparing and then you're getting ready to move. You're moving from your preparation stage to your execution stage. And you have to remain positive. You got to remain optimistic and know that you can do this. And you're going to be organized so that you can be effective. This is about you wanting to be successful. This is about making wise choices. This is about making sure things are secure. This is working with the government, with law, law enforcement. It's definitely the respect of people in this kind of a position, right? Authority. So that's that comes up with Archangel Michael. And I mean, yeah, with the Emperor. And then, hold on. My lips are chapped. I'm putting on lip gloss. Hold on. God. Hurts. Okay. Let's see, our last message. Our last message is 6 of Earth. Okay, this is a good one too. This is a wild card for us, and this is one that I say yes to. Thought it would hang out there. So 6 of Earth is, first of all, when I look at this, I see karma being balanced. I like that. Karma being balanced. I know it's talking about gifts of money, new career opportunities, but I see karma as being balanced. So if things have been unfair, and there's been a lot of that, there's been a lot of real shitty things that have happened. If they are have been this way and you've been having a difficult time, this is karma balancing out. You see, you've come through the challenges, the mountains, right? And you've come to a place where it's finally, you've got a little bit of a meadow. Feels more safe up here. Safe up in the mountains. You know? All that's behind you. That fogginess is behind you. The number 6 is telling you not to worry so much about your material needs and your material issues. I'm gonna put this down and you guys can look at it. My hands are getting all wiggly. Because Spirit will take care of that. It's basically, keep your eyes focused. Help me out, will you? Keep your eyes focused on your spiritual path, and Spirit takes care of everything else. Too many people are too worried about how things are going to come about. You know, a lot of people are overly worried about financial issues because, of course, in this world we have to have money to make this world go round. And they stress over it, but they stress over it too much. That's why we got the message, keep it simple, stupid, right? Simple, basic. And one step at a time. Spirit's going to help you out. Because when you get this message, this is a promise. Now, the earth talks about your earthly needs, right? So abundance is there for us. Spirit says whatever you need, you're going to have. It also talks about that it might be you. Like right now, you're seeing karma's being balanced. The scales are balanced, filled with gold. So it could be that you are receiving this, or maybe you are going to be gifting someone else. And abundance isn't always about money, right? Abundance is about knowledge. Abundance is about love. Abundance is about health. It's opportunities. It's encouragement. Whatever it is that you need. Like right now, I could use a real big hug from my twin soul. That's what I would like, that more than money, right? So at this time, being that the scales are being balanced, this is a time where you're going to have maybe promotions happen. You're going to get, you know, maybe a bonus. I don't know. Something good is going to come off. But it's definitely something to feel happy about because things are getting balanced out. So I'm getting outside for a second because I can't handle being in the car. And we're going to walk around and I'm going to bring you guys back. That's it. That's our reading. I went flying through it, I know. But I want to show you out here where I'm at. And I'm going to run. I'm going to run around and hope that I don't get bit. I just want to show you how beautiful it is up here. This is Idlewild, California. I could live here. It's a really small town. People that live in Sturgeon Bay, it's smaller than Sturge. It's a really little mountain town, but it's very beautiful. And it's definitely where I had to be today because it's 100 and God knows how hot in where I live in Canyon Lake, and I couldn't stand it for another second. I needed to get up here. So let's see what our messengers are. Let's look and see who we have. Who are you? Is it a woodpecker? There it is, right there. What are you? Okay. Can anybody guess what that is? Can you guess what the bird is that's talking to us? We have downy woodpeckers up here. Ah, that's what you are. Downy woodpecker. Okay. So the downy woodpeckers, so the woodpeckers are talking about, they're really little, you should see them, they're super cute. Or it could be a cheeky blue jay. If it's a blue jay, I'll be really excited. But the woodpecker says that there's a new opportunity, new rhythm pecking out in your life at this time. And they're saying, if you haven't gotten to where you're getting, keep pecking away. If you're exhausted, pull away from it for a little while and allow Spirit to bring it to you. Oh, there you are. No, it's a robin. It's a robin. It's a robin redbreast. I never see robins. And I know you guys are probably like, we see robins all the time. We don't. We don't. It was a robin. There you are. So the robin is absolutely talking about new beginnings. Yay! See? All the cards were talking about new beginnings, right? My glasses have like, what are they, faders or whatever. So I gave you the message for the downy woodpecker. They're usually up here. But the robins are talking about new beginnings. So that goes along with pretty much all of the messages that we got. That there are new beginnings. Prosperous new beginnings. We don't have to stress out about money. We don't have to worry if we've messed things up. We can straighten things up. Things are going to go well. We just have to be a little bit more cautious about who we say things to. And really pay attention to our higher selves. And recognize a true friend. And the users. The ones that are there for their own, their own gain. The ones that only show up when they need something, right? And they're never there otherwise. Be careful about those ones. People can say they're your friends, but their actions speak louder than words, right? So those ones we don't want to be giving them too much information. Also, I'm getting messages that social media, be very, very careful. Got a lot of stalkers. Got a lot of people pretending to be other people that they aren't. And I'm watching that, so. All right, do you think I will qualify for the $10,000 loan this week? I heard no. I heard no. Okay, hold on. I should see if you guys have any questions. Let's see. Hey, I can try and answer some questions. I don't know what questions were asked in the back. Hi, Ashley. Amethyst. First to me, my second twin. Okay, wave. Okay, I'm going to roll right down to the bottom. If you had any questions, I'll give you what I get. Okay, I've got a dove right now, the morning dove, and my battery's low, so I'm going to have to go back in the car. But the morning dove is cooing right now, so that goes along with the new beginnings that the Robin Redbreast just spoke about. It talks about harmony, it talks about soulmate connections, it talks about taking a breath, it talks about pausing, it talks about relaxing. It's time for a vacation if you've been overworking, right? Message NSR, yes. Yes. This is fun for me. I don't mind doing that for a little while. You know, if you guys want to ask me a couple questions, and I'll just get my higher self to send out the answers. I'll do that. I don't have any cards. I only brought up the cards that I was going to work with, so I don't have any cards I could read for you. You know what I could do? I know what I could do. I know what I could do. I could actually do some messages. I know what I'll do. I could do some readings. I'm going to do 4. What should you do about a vehicle? Rent one. I'm going to do 4 messages. I think I already know who the messages are for. And if you don't ask me, okay, I knew that was you. Is the plan that I put in place going to work? I heard no. I had a mouse almost cross the street in front of me this morning, but luckily it turned back. Smart idea. Smart idea that mouse turned back. That's what I'm getting. May I have one? Yes. Are you and I ever going to meet? Christina? God, I hope so. I don't know. I heard yes. I heard yes. But you know why? Because I know, I've already said to my twin soul, I want it when we get together. I don't know when it'll happen, hopefully soon. I want to go home. I want him to meet my soul family. What type of job will be most profitable for me? You know, I got self-employed, and I know you're not going to like to hear it, but it has to do with cleaning is what I got. Is he the one for you? No. Christina Kamla, yes, yes, yes. What is yes, yes, yes? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, I told you I'm doing 4, so I've already got them. I've already got the 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that's it. That's all I can do. And I can't, and so the people that I'm reading for are, the first one was Sherilyn, and the next one is Corey, and then Sandy. Sherilyn, Corey, Sandy, San Negron. Those are the ones. Oh, Gina, you too. Okay, that's it. Can somebody write those down? Okay, Sherilyn, your message. Your message is you've been working too hard on something. And it doesn't have to be, I think you've been working your mind too hard. You've been doing something. You've been pushing something. You've been trying to do too much. And Spirit says stop doing that and let Spirit do, and step back. Stop trying to control it. Because I don't mean to be rude. I'm just getting what I'm getting. They're saying obsessive behavior, it needs to stop. So that's what I got. You're working too much and you've got obsessive behavior that needs to stop. And you need to accept, because they're talking about life out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So accept help from people outside of yourself. You don't have to do it all. And I think that's why that was from the Dove Totem. The Dove Totem said you need to relax, you need to calm down, take a breath, relax. That's what I got for you. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at these weird things in my lip. Who else? Who did I say? Corey is too. Oh, thank you, Sandy. God, you're such a blessing to me. Sandy's always my secretary. Okay, so correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sandy. Wow. Okay, so for Sandy, the wheel is in effect. And when the wheel comes in effect, Spirit's stepping in. It's the number 10. The number 10 means it's an ending of something. And it's a gateway as well. So it's time to walk through. And it's pretty much already in effect. Once the wheel hits, it's already in motion. Basically, that's what it's saying. It's already in motion. It's not something you're going to stop. It's positive. 10 is always positive. So it's a good time to make changes. The number 10. It's and it may not be what you were thinking, but it's almost like, because Spirit's involved and it's kind of like not you choosing this to have happen, it's like a twist of fate. So it's destiny stepping in. That's why when Spirit steps in and pushes the wheel forward, it's good. It's like, you know what? It's when people have held on to something and they were supposed to do something, or they were supposed to stop something and they didn't. Spirit comes in and says, you know what? We're done. We're pushing this forward. So anything that might have gotten in your way, you know, if they're telling you that there's to walk through the gate, the 10 is the gateway. If they're telling you to walk through, that means that there's nothing in the way. There's no blocks. So maybe there were blocks before, but they've been lifted. So who's next? Show me who's next. I'm gonna have some chia water. Now I'm gonna have chia seeds in my teeth. Corey? Okay. Corey needs help. What, Corey? Corey. Okay. So this is appropriate for you because we're just in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, and you're kind of like at a fork in the road, and it's Archangel Jeremiah. He's the one who always talks about, because Mercury retrograde is about looking at how far you've come, where you're going. It's about letting go of the things that didn't work. It's about renewing the things that you want to bring back in, and that's where you're at right now. It's kind of like you're at a place where you need to reevaluate how far you've come, where you were, where you are now, where you want to go. Cars are driving by with their lights on already. Jeez. This is about confident life choices, but they're telling you not to worry. They're saying don't stress about it. You've got this. Like you've got what you need. You're okay. It's a big decision where you're at. You might be thinking about job changes. You might be thinking about new home. You might be thinking about, what did you ask me? You asked me something. But you can make confident choices. I know that when you're going through this, I saw your post a while ago, how you were feeling, and that's completely your ego talking. You have got what it takes. You are prepared. You're not doing anything alone. Spirit's telling you. This is about really asking yourself what's important to you and moving in that direction, and knowing that you're going to have the answers come to you, knowing that you're going to get the assistance that you need. And when you start getting to the place where you feel like you're panicking, that's when you need to stop. That's when you need to go for a walk, stop thinking about it, do anything else other than think about that. Like we were talking about earlier today. That's when you need to keep it simple. Because just like with me this morning, I woke up and we can destroy things. We can have everything lined up for us. Spirit says, here we have it. Here's this beautiful opportunity. The love that you've been waiting for, the relationship that you've been waiting for. Here it is in front of you. And then you get some fucked up notion in your head and you destroy everything. And Spirit says, wow, you had that opportunity. And then we'll say, well, you said we were going to get back together. Yeah, well, you probably would have if you hadn't been a bitch. Everybody makes mistakes, right? You know what I mean? We can destroy things. And I know because I have to battle myself, right? And we have been warned. We have been warned. This is Mercury retrograde, and Mercury madness is about saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. This is about dropped emails, misunderstood conversations. This is about, think about the things that you did in the past and don't do them again. This is the way things were, and this is the way things are. So this is the way things went because of that. What have I learned since then, right? I'm not the same person I was then. So maybe the way I dealt with you then was inappropriate, or maybe I did hurt your feelings, but I'm not the same person. Or maybe you were able to treat me in that manner before, but I'm not that person anymore. And I'm sure you're not either, because you've experienced a lot of things too. Every experience that we go through is growth. Every experience gives us lessons that we hopefully have learned from, right? So if you are in this place, like I was watching your post the other day, and I didn't even respond to it because I thought, no, I'm not going to say anything on here. It was negative, and you were in a negative spot, and I just prayed for you. So sometimes recognize, and Sandy brought this up to me, I asked for everybody's help one night, and nobody answered me, and I got really mad the next day, right? Everybody came. I saw my soul family in spirit, and because I had major psychic attack happening to somebody that I really loved, and I really needed help for them, and no one put their name down. I was really disappointed, you know? But when I got there, I was literally battling. I was psychically battling dark energy, and I dealt with it. I had the entire collective. I saw people there. They were there energetically, but they hadn't said anything. And I think it was Jody Schaefer said to me, or maybe it was Sandy. Somebody said to me, I think it was Jody, I don't need to write down that you've got my prayers. I was there, right? And I thought, you know what? You're right. You were, because I saw everybody. So when I saw your post, I didn't want to give any energy to what you wrote, but I immediately went to work. I immediately started praying. I started asking for you to be given a sense of calm and peace, and for you to be given the answers that you needed. So just at that time, for some reason, I wasn't meant to, maybe it was a test for you, I don't know, but I wasn't meant to say anything. I think it was for you to trust. So, San Negron, okay. And I can do a couple more. I'm really liking this. So if anybody else wants to have some, I can do a couple more. So Corey, that was for you. You're welcome. And I know everything's going to be fine. I know it is, because, you know, we never get given more than we are able to handle, even if we don't want to handle it, you know? So Sen Negron. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I know it's on your mind. For you, good news is on its way. Good news is on its way. It was weird because it was battling. There was a battle going. It was both were fire, both were passionate, both were energy, but one showed challenges and one showed victory. So I feel like what I just said is valid, that you have the ability to have a victory. Okay? You're dealing with challenges. You're in a place of challenges, and it might be your ego that's causing it. And I don't mean your pride. I mean your human ego, right? Like our fear, our worry, our doubt, whatever. And if you handle it appropriately, if you follow Spirit's advice, if you keep your energy high and positive, you will be victorious. They are showing me that it's a very competitive situation. And you know what? Sometimes it's not just about somebody else wanting what you have, or you're like competing for somebody else, you know? Sometimes, like if we're talking about relationships, sometimes there's a competition in between people. I know my twin and I have that, and it's so stupid. And it's like, sometimes people they don't want to open their heart. They're afraid to open their heart. And so nobody wants to make the first move, right? Well, if I say this and she says no, I'm going to feel like an idiot, or I can't handle anymore, you know? So then both of you want love. Both of you want to talk. Both of you want to get it together. Both of you want to put the past behind. Both of you want to move ahead. Yes, there's been things that were upsetting, right? No, it wasn't okay what you did, and it pissed me off, right? And maybe I pissed you off too. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, we both want to move ahead. So stop being so stubborn, right? That's competition. It's ego, and it's not from Spirit. So I feel like for you, because you got kind of like a message in the middle of both of those two things. So it feels like you make your decisions for yourself. You base your decisions on what your heart wants you to do, and how your higher self and your heart says, this is what I should do. And be who you are, your authentic true self. And then allow your decisions to work for you. And what comes to you is yours, and what doesn't come to you, when you are your authentic true self, don't be chasing anybody. You know, there's a difference between openly and honestly communicating with somebody and saying, hey, you know, can we talk? There's a difference. But if you have been somebody who's been doing that, no. Wait for somebody else to step in. I'm done that. I do that all the time, you know? I'm very open, and it's pretty obvious what I want. So now I need to have somebody make a step towards me. So do you. If you're the one that's been doing all of it, wait for the other person to make a step. And if somebody needs some space, let them have it, right? Maybe they need it. Maybe they need to calm down. Maybe they need to relax. Maybe they're very overwhelmed, right? And if you do allow somebody to have the space that they need, they'll appreciate that. Nobody wants to be on a leash. Nobody wants to be whipped, right? Nobody wants to be told, you come here, you do this. I don't want that. I'm not going to do that. And I don't want to do that to somebody else either. So I think that if you have like that give and take where you are trying to understand the other person's perspective, things are not always as they seem. That's what Spirit keeps trying to tell us. Just make sure that there's an equal give and take. You follow me from Egypt? Very cool. All right, that's your word. That's your words. But that is words don't make good. I don't know what that means. Sorry. That is strong enough. What is strong enough? Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. That is not good, God, her country. That is not God, her country. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. God is not in your country. God's everywhere. Okay. Who is Gina? Gina. Okay, Gina. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is it that you would like Gina to know? I'm just looking around outside to see if it's anything you might want to look at. It's not as pretty here. Sorry, you guys, but actually it's pretty there, right? That's pretty. Okay, Gina. Gina, your message. Huh. Well, Gina, they're telling you kind of the same thing. You're also in a place where Spirit wants you to kind of take a look at where you've been and where you're going. They want you to, let's go this way, there. They want you to take advantage of Mercury retrograde and not be afraid of it. So many people are afraid of Mercury retrograde, right? Because we get misunderstandings, we get the drop phone calls. But if we are prepared for Mercury retrograde, it's actually a really, really good time because it's showing us, you know, what we've learned and what we have yet to learn. And we don't want to keep repeating the same lessons, right? I don't. So it's also a time where you can pat yourself on the back and say, wow, you know what? Look where I was a year ago and look where I am now. So they're telling you that there's something in your life that you are trying to decide where you're going to go, how you're going to do it. And they want you to get really specific about what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you don't want. If you get clear on what you don't want, then you get a lot more clear on what you do want. And because it's about review. Fork in the road. A lot of us are at the fork in the road right now. So it's got to be what you authentically, truthfully want for yourself. Don't make your decisions based on what other people want you to do, or obligation or guilt or worry or fear. Literally just what they're telling me for you is if you could do anything you wanted, what would it be? What would it look like? See it and say, I want as close to that as I can get. That's really what I want. I want that. Like I said, I want my twin and I to travel back to Wisconsin so I can introduce him to my soul family, my best friend. I want that. And I see that happening. And maybe it's not a big deal to any of you guys, but it is actually a big deal because it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, good. Oh, okay, good. So for you, Gina, that's what they want. They want you just to get very, very clear on if you could make a wish and your wish would come true, what would it be? That's your message. Christina is 6. Now you've got me thinking, right? If I could have anything I wanted, what would it be? God, I'm so simple, right? I don't require a lot. So for Gina, correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Christina. Okay. So they want you to ask yourself, to look outside the box. They want you to, now this is interesting because when I get this message, I always used to freak out when I got this message because I always understood it in one way. And it actually means something. I guess it does mean both ways, but it means something else. A lot of times people get the term explore your options, right? And people think, oh my God, if somebody tells me it's time to explore your options, that means that's not going to work, right? What I wanted isn't going to work. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is Spirit wants you to explore how fantastic things could possibly be, how amazingly they can turn something around, or how they could pull a rabbit out of a hat. You don't see something happening, but you imagine. I just keep seeing a magician with a magic wand, and it's about that. And they're telling you they want you to possibly reevaluate the way you've done things before, maybe the way you've gone about doing things. If you're being asked to look outside the box, they want you to do something different. So if you've gone left before, they want you to go right. If you have spoken up before, they want you not to speak. If they, you know what I mean? You're going to be outside the box. You're not going to be doing what you typically had done. So maybe if you have done things, if you've moved quickly before, hastily, like remember I said before, I'm somebody who does like flies by the seat of my pants, right? This time they don't want that to happen. This time they want a plan. This time they want a discussion. This time they want, this is what I'm looking for. Like say if you're talking about a relationship, we need to talk about this. I'm not good with the way things were, right? What I'm looking for is I want a commitment. I want a long-term relationship. So if that's what we're working towards, I'm in. But if we're not, I don't even want to mess around. Don't even come near me. I don't want to deal with that. That's what I want. So it's about being honest. It's about, and maybe a lot of times people are afraid to say what they want because they're afraid the answer is going to be no. So they don't tell the truth and they don't ask the universe for what they want. But we need to ask the universe for what we want. This is our life. Why wouldn't we ask for what we want? But a lot of people are afraid to ask for what they want, right? I'm going to talk about sex. It just came up. I think I've said this before, and this is just a weird example. I told you guys I'll say things shocking sometimes just because, just like I'll talk about sex, I'll talk about masturbation, I'll talk about anal sex, I'll talk about whatever, you know? Somebody may feel that because you're a spiritual person, you would not be open to A, B, C, or D. So they won't even go there. They won't even attempt to speak to you. Or they'll just look at you and they'll form an opinion about who you are and what you're about and how you feel about certain things. And they don't even give themselves the opportunity to get to know you, or they don't even give you the opportunity. If you've got, if you're being drawn towards a situation or a person or something like that, there's a reason for it. So I keep getting from Spirit over and over again, don't judge a book by a cover. Don't think you know everything. You don't know everything you think you know, is what I'm getting. Just like I'm getting, things aren't always as they appear, right? Anyway, that was it. And I don't know why sex came up, but it did. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm going to see if there's a song on for us. Oh, wake me up when it's all over. Green Day. Wake me up. Wake me up when September ends. So somebody's waking up. That's the song always made me sad. You know, it's like somebody who, there's a great time of awakening happening right now, actually. Is it best that I delete my Facebook profile and start a new one? I got no. And I haven't finished. And you know what? Should I be more secretive about my life? I wouldn't say the word secretive. I would be more choosy. And there's not real danger, is there? No. Should I say I have a fiance when I don't do that? No, absolutely not. Ever. Don't ever lie about anything. Don't ever say I'm married because you don't want somebody to be all over you. Or don't ever say I've got a boyfriend or I'm in a relationship. Don't ever do that, because you are literally, you're sending a lie out into the universe, which is putting in a block for you, basically. If you say I am I'm married, or because you could be married in your heart to your spiritual path. You could be married. You know what I mean? Don't ever, never, 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 never. Don't make fake profiles either, people. I'm so over that. Spirit's really hammering down on that. Fake profiles. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, you need to make a fake profile. A spiritual person said to me, you need to make a fake profile and do a little research. And I'm like, who's talking to me? That's not coming from the light, right? I don't fake anything. I don't fake orgasms. I don't fake my feelings. I don't fake anything, ever. So, no lies. Lying is the worst. And you know, people think that white lies are okay, and they're not. You're here. Can I ask for a read? Sure. So Lisa, what is it that Spirit wants you to know? Lisa, correct for neutrality on all levels. Lisa. Correct for neutrality. What sign are you? What sign are you, Lisa? You're being told to not underestimate yourself. You're being told to step into your own personal power. We're in the mountains, and every time I come into the mountains, it's all about cougar power, right? When I moved to Sedona, the cougar showed up. The puma, the cougar, the leopard, the jaguar, they all kind of are the same. And it's the feminine power, the feminine goddess energy. And they're basically telling you, do not underestimate yourself. You are a powerful spiritual goddess, and you can do anything you set your mind to, and they want you to assert yourself. They want you to, and this isn't about arrogance. This isn't about pride, ego pride. This is about pride of self, self-love, and knowing that you're capable and effective, and that you have the qualifications to bring about whatever it is that you need. So they're telling you, don't be thinking that you can't. I can do anything I set my mind to. That's what you say. Mark, can I please have a message? Yeah. Mark. Okay. So it's funny because I looked up at the window and there was a whole bunch of mosquitoes. And they're trying to get in the window. That's interesting. You're getting the number 10, and the number 10 is a gateway. We got this already. The number 10 is coming up a lot. So there's a lot of endings. You know what's going on? There's a lot of karmic cycles that are ending. Karmic relationships, karmic soul contracts that are ending, that we are being told to end. And what they're telling you is there is a situation in your life that has come to an end. They show a group of people, and they show a separating. And they're saying the good part about that is that it's done. It's done. It's not something that you need to belabor. It's not something that you need to feel bad about or second guess or question. They're basically, because when you have an ending, when number 10 happens, that means there's a new beginning. Every new beginning comes from another new beginning's end. And so things are going to get better. Because if you reach the number 10, things are going to get better. If you're like at number 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, things are getting bad. But number 10, that's it. It's kind of like, and it's not like the 10 of swords. You didn't get that. You just got the number 10, which means it's a gateway opening up for you. But something has definitely come to an end. So Spirit's telling you, time to move up. Now, it could be something difficult. It could be heartbreak that you're recovering from. It could be addiction you're recovering from. It could be a job loss. It could be, I don't know. But it's an ending, but it was meant to happen. This is a time when you're told to walk through a gateway, that's a time, this is a good time, and this is a good time, being at Mercury retrograde, changing jobs, changing cities, moving. That's what happens when you get the number 10. It's like time to start something new. We got the Robin for a reason. The Robin is about new beginnings. It's a positive. Okay. That's your message. Sen, I had a dream about rats where I was living. I may have seen 2, and my departed dad was in the dream. I asked him to help me get rid of the rats, and he said, don't worry, you are protected. Isn't that awesome? What do the rats signify? I'm trying to remember my dreams because I thank you for helping. So rats, if there were 2 rats, well, I'm getting a negative right away because a rat, I mean, and I love my animal messengers. The rats aren't always bad. Right? You think about the rats of Nim. They were secret. They were magical. I love them. I don't know if you guys know the story of the rats of Nim, but I heard that they were negative. because your father said you were protected. So they're gone. So don't worry about them. Basically, it's someone was a rat. There was a rat in your life and they're gone. So don't worry about them. Don't even give it your energy is what I'm saying. I told you there's a bunch of mosquitoes at my window trying to get at me, right? I don't even give them any attention. I have a window up. I have protection. I'm not going to give them my energy. I know I've got army ants crawling up my ass trying, there's a competitive situation. There's people who do not want something to happen. I've got jealousy. I've got people that are lying and manipulating, right? And I'm not going to give it my energy, because when we give it our energy, then they win. It's just like when somebody tries to psychic attack, right? If you get angry and you fight back at them, you give them your power. So ignore it. And the fact that your dad showed up, that's really cool, but it also represents that's your father, our father, telling you, which means Archangel Michael was telling you that he's protecting you. So if you ever have any worries, just call on him and say thanks. Jim McIver, hey Jim, what should my next project be? Where is my creative truth? Wow. What should my next project be? You mean as far as music or just in general? I'm looking at trees right now. What should my next project be? And where's my creative truth? Well, it has to do with your family tree. It has to do with your roots. It has to do with getting back to the basics. And it's positive because it's green, which is growth and healing and love. So get back to the roots, get back to the basics. What is it that you love? What is it that's calling you? What is it that's calling you from your childhood? Because your childhood is going to be where you felt that happy, light, free energy, right? So what am I meant to do? You're meant to do what you love. You're meant to do what brings your inner child out. And so they're telling you to go back to your childhood, go back to your roots. And it's all about love and healing. And that's why you're doing it, because it's healing for you. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I like it when I just run with my higher self. I want to know what it is. Your creative truth is in your soul. What is your creative truth? I can't tell you that. You know what that is. No one's going to tell you what your creative truth is. That's why we came here, right? To express ourselves, what's the word? Experience. I'm liking it though. I'm seeing tree, family tree. I'm seeing your roots. Get back to the roots. It's also what's natural, what comes naturally to you, what you love, your childhood, what makes you feel like a little kid inside. Ooh, I like it. I want to know what it is. I want to know what it is. Music. Oh, well then those are going to be really good songs coming from that, right? Yeah, you're welcome. I miss the music. Dang. See, that's why I want my twin to go back with me, because I want him to experience that town that's so freaking awesome. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. Sen. Thank you. Spending the month with loving soul family in Cali. Nice. Nice. I miss my soul family. I don't have squat here in California. It's a bummer. People are driving by me wondering why I'm talking to my phone. They're like, wow, she's doing a long selfie. Okay. Thank you for the reading. I need to go to sleep because I got to go to the office tomorrow and get up early. You're welcome. Love you. You're welcome. I've been seeing a lot of butterflies with the past 3 days, and my grandpa just died 4 days ago. Any connection? Well, butterflies are transformation. So there's 3, full circle completion. I get that, yes, that it's only 3 days. Wait, how many days? 3 days? It takes them a little while to transition into spirit. It does, because a lot of times their soul is kind of holding on to this earthly element, right? So he has transitioned is what I'm got. Full circle completion. And the butterflies are showing you the transformation. Black and white feathers. Black and white feathers. Black and white feathers. Black and white feathers. Well, black and white is the duality of the dark and the light, which is what we all have. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Oh, don't be afraid of him being in the going into the darkness. He's in the light. He was taken into the light. Ooh, I got something from that. He's into the light. So he's fully transformed. He's gone into the light. I love that. That's nice. That's nice, you know? Because so many people have such fear of death. But he's gone into the light. Dragonflies. Dragonflies. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to your dreams. They're sound and valid. You deserve to see them fulfilled. Don't let anybody talk you out of your dreams. Don't let anybody fuck up your dreams. Even you, your higher self. that gets kicked aside when your ego mind starts overanalyzing and making lists and looking at your flaws and start pointing the finger back at yourself about the things that you blew, right? You had a perfect opportunity. Why didn't I recognize it? It was right there and I fucked it all up. Okay, well, you keep doing that because you're fucking everything up. So let that go. Hold on to your dreams. See them coming true. Everything works out good. I freaking love dragonflies. Dragonflies they hover above their emotional waters, but they're also in the air. So they have the element of both spirit and emotion, right? They hover in between planes, like in between worlds. So it has a lot to do with lucid dreaming for me. So pay attention to your lucid dreams. I do. I live for my lucid dreams. And that means that you can skate above your emotional waters. You're very capable. And you think about the translucent quality of the butterfly's wings. It's like rainbows, right? And a rainbow always comes after a storm. There's so many neat things about dragonflies. Cool. You're welcome. Iguanas a few days ago. Iguanas. So the first thing that comes to mind when I talk, Sandy just came back from Aruba. We have iguanas all over the place in Cancun, right? On the Mayan Riviera. They're super cool. My daughter rescues big lizards and chameleons and, all the whatever dragons. So the first thing that comes to mind is a dragon. And the next thing that comes to mind, and I know that you've seen your personal dragon, Sandy. So I feel like that was a physical manifestation of your personal dragon reminding you of what you're meant to do. But also I get, and this is really important for you, Sandy, because you're like me. What came to my mind, and I know it's an iguana, but they're from the lizard. So what I think about is camouflage, because I think about how the chameleons blend in. So again, a message for you. You don't need to the people that don't agree with what you do and don't have the same opinion, don't talk to them about it. And I don't mean just keep a secret. I mean, don't waste your energy trying to explain or trying to get them to agree with something they don't understand, because it frustrates you. It frustrates them. There's no need for any negative energy. You want to keep the energy positive. So we don't need to talk to people about the things that we know annoy them, even though it's our path and we want to share that with them. If you know that they don't like it, you don't have to hide it, but you don't want to ruin it. It's your secret special thing. Sometimes we have to hold on to things that are special and precious to us. So if it's precious to you, don't share it with people that are going to shit on it, right? That was my message that I got from your dragon, because your dragon can help you with whatever you need. You've got the support of your dragon. You don't need the support of the ones who aren't supporting you in the physical. You have your own personal dragon, and he's already shown himself, or she. So you would ask your dragon. I would say ask your dragon, because dragons are very powerful. If everyone doesn't know this, we have angels, we have fairies, I'm Celtic, right? So it's just spirit. It's just the different ways of spirit appearing to us, right? So spirit can appear as an angel. Spirit can appear as a fairy. It can appear as a leprechaun. It can appear as, and you know what? I just heard dragonflies. Spirit can appear as animals. They're shapeshifters. Spirit can appear as, unicorns is what I wanted to say. So spirit appears as humans walking. I'm an angel walking. I know for a fact that I am, because this is my path. This is what I do. So your dragon has very, very powerful energy. It's like calling on Archangel Michael. That's your personal dragon. So you want to ask your personal dragon to breathe love into this whole situation that is going on between you and your family, where they don't understand or where they misunderstand you or your path. That's your personal dragon. So it's kind of like your guardian angel. That's your guardian angel. See, my twin is my guardian angel, and I am his guardian angel, because we are in the physical. But anybody that does not have their twin, their spiritual twin in the physical, you have a guardian angel. Your guardian angel may appear to you as a dragon. It may appear to you as an angel. It may appear to you as a unicorn. I don't know. It may appear to you as a leprechaun. Whatever, depending on what your culture is, that's your guardian angel. So that angel is there to work for you. So that's when we get messages from our guides, right, our main guide, don't push away what your guides are telling you. They're there to help you. So that's why I have to be careful when I talk about my spiritual twin, right? My physical twin is human and he's fallible and he makes mistakes, right? And so do I. But our higher selves don't. We don't make mistakes. Our higher selves know what's in our highest good. That's why when we know, if we really listen to what our higher self tells us to do and we do it, we're safe. No matter how it looks on the outside, because we wouldn't be guided to do something that was unsafe. Our guides are telling us what is in our highest good, even if it's a challenge for us. So that's why when I talk about my spiritual twin to you guys, a lot of people think I'm talking about Jake. I am, but I'm talking about his highest self. So I'm talking about, I call on his highest self and my highest self, and that way we make the best decisions, right? Chapstick. Something about strawberries keeps coming up, and it's tormenting me. So I'm asking my spiritual twin to talk to me tonight and explain to me what's the deal with strawberries. There's something about strawberries. Dragons, unicorns, yes. Whole body chills. Male in green. Oh, it's a male? Mine's a female, my dragon, because I am the dragon. So mine's, what color is mine? Mine's turquoise, which is my, you know what? It's actually not me. It's me and my twin. It's both of us. And it's turquoise because that's our soul color. It's really cool. Whoa! Ed Sharma. When I saw that, I got Ed Sheeran is watching, which is really cool because you know what that means? My twin is watching. So, hey, babe, I know you're watching because when they show me Ed Sheeran, I know it's you. I miss you. I want to talk to you. Okay. Who's next? I know he watches. And I'm going to say something out loud because I'm not going to do the competition thing. And I know there's a stupid competition going. I said that I want my twin. I want you to come home and meet my soul family. I want them to see you. I want them to know the one that I've talked about for so long. It's important to me. It's probably the most important thing to me, besides seeing you. Okay, that must be the reason why I bought that copper ring with a silver lizard on it at the art fair. Yeah, that's your dragon. Oh, then you get to wear your dragon. That's really cool. I want to wear my dragon too. Ugh. Okay, dragons, whole body chills. Have I met my twin? No. I got your twin is not in the physical. I'm sorry. I know you're probably not going to like to hear that, but that's what I heard. And I don't know if that means he's gone into spirit. Oh my God, that's what it means. Your twin is in spirit. Your twin was in the physical, but he's not anymore. Oh God. I mean, I know that's... But you know what? That's good because a twin soul relationship is really hard. I'm not with my twin right now. You know? And he's right there and I can't touch him. You can't touch this. That stupid song keeps coming up. We deserve it. We've gone through enough. It's time. I said to the Father, it's time he gets to come home. And he's home, but not quite with me yet. My twin. What about your twin? Sherilyn K. Arndt. Your twin. You know what? I don't know if you have... There's a battle. There's a battle. There's people battling. There's a false twin and there's a true twin. And I can't make a... I don't know. I'm not talking about somebody else's twin. And I don't even know why I said that. I shouldn't have said that probably, although it came out. I don't normally make statements about people's twins or their soulmate because it isn't for me to say. It isn't for me to say. I know who mine is, right? But it isn't for me to say. I heard that her twin was there and isn't now. So and if I'm wrong, I wish you would confirm with me what you feel about that, Renee, because I don't know why that happened. Yeah, come forward, Jake. It's safe, and you are golden. He's beautiful. He is beautiful. He's got a very beautiful heart. The most beautiful. I can't, we all have a twin. I just can't answer that. That's not something for me to say. Because people, that's part of your soul's path, right? Is not knowing who your twin is. You have to figure it out because that was probably the problem with my twin and I. He probably didn't believe that. I don't know. He's the one who told me we were twins and I didn't believe him. I was wrong. And then I believed him about 12 minutes later. 12 minutes. My body started to vibrate. I knew it was him. But I don't know. I didn't understand. What kind of a relationship is best between Jason and... You don't feel a twin around, yeah. I heard friends. I heard friends. But you know what? That's how everything starts. That's what Spirit said to me about my twin too. Friends first. Because that's the most important thing. I felt he was just life complicated things. I felt he was just life complicated. I don't understand that, sorry. I don't understand that. What does this say? Oh. You know what's funny? My best friend Diane in Sturgeon Bay, every time my face appears on Facebook, they ask me if I want to tag Diane. Every picture gets tagged with her name. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? And I'm like, no, don't tag her. It's me. But it's almost kind of like, it's actually kind of cool when I think about it. Makes me think I'm incognito. My twin John. I felt he was just oh yeah. Twin souls are the worst. I'm telling you, we will piss each other off. When I met my twin, I knew what was going to happen. I told him what was going to happen. I saw it in dreams and it sucked. I saw everything happen. It really sucked. And then I had to watch him go through it, which really sucked. But the thing with twins is, first of all, watching that was horrible and knowing it was coming and I didn't want to believe it and I fought it. But twin souls, what happens is anything that has happened in your life that was really horrific, that you didn't want to look at, that you didn't want to face, that you have tried not to face, your twin will make sure you see it and you'll have to face it. So you'll go through the darkest night of the soul because of your twin. So a lot of times you're angry at your twin, you hate your twin, you're mad. How could you do this to me, right? Because those are the deepest pains and wounds that we have. And our twin has to bring them out in us. It really sucks because we get the backlash, and nobody loves your twin more than you because they're you, right? Nobody could possibly love him more than me. His mother doesn't love him. His father doesn't love him as much as I do. Nobody. And yet I got thrown away for, whatever. And I wasn't trusted and I'm still not trusted, which is unbelievable. But that's because we have to work through our stuff. And when he first met me, he said that to me. You're not ready, right? Go out there and find yourself, do your thing. And when you do, when he comes and he finds you, don't push away what your soul's been longing for. And I was so mad at him. I'm like, oh, I think, I suppose you think it's you. And he's like, I know it is. And then he freaking disappeared. Why? Because all of his buttons got pushed and all the shit in his life had to blow up in his face because he had to deal with it. It's not fun to be in a twin soul relationship. My soul, oh God, he was your twin? Oh my God. Wow, I'm so sorry. See, I worried about that too. I thought my twin was dead at one time too, and because I couldn't feel him and I saw horrible things and I was hysterical and I was told no. And I got really angry because the father told me he will bring him home safe. He will bring him home. And so this is a message for him. If he thinks he can't get out of the situation he's in, he's wrong. He's wrong because I've already seen him come home. And he will be home safe. And I know that for a fact. So we have to be very, very strong. So that was your test. Wow, that's a big test. I'm so sorry. Wow. I've had that. I've had the death of my twin, but he's getting resurrected, which is pretty freaking cool. Anybody else have a message that they would like? Or shall we call it a night? I'd like a message from me. What do I have? What am I hearing from me? Correct for neutrality from me. Correct for neutrality. What do they want me to know? Huh? Oh, I'm getting a really awesome, freaking awesome message. I'm getting a really cool message. So, I'm getting my harvest is almost here. The effort that I already know that. See, that's a message Spirit already told me, but I'm getting confirmation. So, all the effort that I've put in is about to pay off for me. And I'm getting that any obstacles that were in my path are about to be blown out of the water. Unnecessary worry. Temporary delay. No more delays. I'm over it, Mercury retrograde. For God's sake. Bring them home. I keep getting that NSR is a karmic soulmate. I guess it's been the struggles. Your twins, how do I tell? If somebody is a karmic, you will go, negative things will happen. And I don't mean bad things didn't happen to me. If you are following your true soul's path, how do I explain this? Because I had a karmic soulmate. A karmic soulmate is an addiction. A karmic soulmate, you can't, it's like an addiction. You could keep going back. It's the same addictive cycle that you keep going back to. But if you're with a true soulmate, actually, I mean, I could speak about a twin soul. You will constantly ascend. If I was connected, and the one that I believed was my twin soul, and I was connected to that one, if I connected to the other one, the karmic soulmate, I would not have ascended. I would not have been growing forward on my path. But if you are connecting to your true twin soul, the one that's, because there's always a runner, and there's always one that's going to fall behind. One has to, like he was ahead of me at one time, and then now I was better because I went through my shit. Then he had to go through his, like we take turns, but we're constantly moving ahead. We're constantly moving ahead. We will stay on our spiritual path. That's why Spirit says no matter what is going on, you stay on your spiritual path. If you get tied up in other stuff, you got a karmic situation, you got to cut it off. Anything that would be best for you to know, Renee. Renee. So I just heard something, and I don't know if it's for you. It is for you. I thought it might be for me, but it's for you. And I don't know what it's about, but I heard it's time, and then I heard it's time to go. I don't know if you know what it's about. Because I thought it was me, because it's starting to get dark. I thought, it's time for me to go. And I said, I don't know if it's for you. And I heard, yes, it is. So that's what it is. It's time for you to go. I don't know where or to do what. It's time for a lot of people to get going, actually, you know. This is what Spirit's been telling us for quite a while, and so many of us are not doing what we're told to do. And then when we wonder why the whole world blows up and we have a tower moment, it's because we have not listened. And Spirit says, okay, baby bird, if you don't want to get out of the nest, then we're going to have to freaking shove you, and then it's not fun. So, anybody else have a message? Or want a message? You're welcome. Do you know what it's regarding, Renee? Wow, I got a message from my twin. I know, and I need to find out if he's still listening. Hold on, because I got a message for him. All you wanted was for somebody to care. All you wanted was somebody who cared. If you need me, you know I'll be there. Wow. That's pretty cool. Wow. If you want to, I can save you. I can take you away from here. My whole body's covered in chills. So busy out there. And all you wanted was somebody to care. Okay, I'm going to try not to cry because I was literally going to give my twin a message and I needed to know if he was still there. And that song, all you wanted was somebody who cared. I can save you. I can take you away from there. I don't know who if that's me saying that to him or him to me, but the answer is yes. And what I got from Spirit for my twin, he gets a message too. And his is, you've put a lot of energy and work into this situation. And it's time for you to actively protect it. Actively protect it. They want you to have courage, believe in your ability to defend it and your right to defend it. And that you have everything that it takes. You've got the wisdom. You've got anything that you need in order to make the success of this. You're able to bring things to an agreeable conclusion. That's what I like. You're able to resolve something. Whatever it is, it's an agreeable resolution. It talks about there's a possibility of paranoia, and they're saying don't. You're tired. I'm tired too. But you can bring things to an agreeable conclusion, and that is the message. All you wanted was somebody who cared. And I can save you. I can take you away from here. And that's me saying that to you, and that's you saying that to me. So that's a freaking awesome message. I hope you heard that. Now here's why. Somebody told me you had a boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend. Okay, it was a lie. How could I let a rumor ruin my moonlight? I don't know how you could, because it wasn't true. Somebody told me. I know they lied. That's why I want to pinch their heads off. I'm sorry you feel lost. Melissa. Melissa. Well, the first thing that I hear when I hear your name is best friend. Best friend. I'm going to get, wow. Sorry, this is kind of personal. I don't know why they're saying this for you. But they're saying, oh my God. And there's a bat. Look. Right there. Can you guys see it? Did you see it? Did you see the bat? Oh my God. What I heard was best friend from the old school. And that's between me and my twin. But right then I saw Batman. So best friend is what I heard when I heard your name. And I'll tell you why. Oh my God, there's another one. Bat. Okay, so the bat, it talks about, they travel by, they have sonic guidance, right? It's like spiritual connection. Batman. People think Batman is a bad guy. People think Batman is, dark, like he's in the underworld, right? Like he's a bad guy, but he does everything for everybody. He's good. He just doesn't brag about it like Superman and Captain America. Batman's undercover. So in the night, he works at night and he does good, and he's connected to his, so this is for you. I'm trying to think of what this means for you. Batman, best friend from the old school. Melissa. They want you to connect energetically with your best friend from the old school. Telepathically. There's a connection. It has never been, will never be severed. I don't know who it is for you. I don't know if it's yourself. But Batman has something to do with it. The bat totem has something to do with it. The bat, oh, it's another message. The bat is also talking about resurrection. The bat is talking about death, transformation, and rebirth. Resurrection. Connect with your best friend from the old school. There's a resurrection. There's been a rebirth. I don't know, you're going to have to look up bat totem. I can't think right now. It's so personal for me. Bats they're not scary. They're so adorable. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They came into my studio, my apartment when I lived in Sturgeon Bay. My cat caught one. Liger caught my bat. Liger caught a bat and he hurt him, but I rescued him from Liger. Liger, my cat, is half tiger, half lion. He knows what that means. He hurt him. He's fat. He's a big guy. He's, got something on his skin. I don't know what that means for you. I don't mean to be going on about me. Robin, Batman and Robin. Yeah, the dynamic duo. So who is your other half? Who do you consider your best friend from the old school? The dynamic duo, Batman and Robin. So what do you have to do? Batman and Robin. So what do you think about? Batman and Robin were just like regular. They didn't have superpowers, right? They were just regular people like us. But they were able to do amazing things, right? Because you think about Spider-Man. Spider-Man has that, the little thing. And you think about Superman. He's got that kryptonite thingy and flying and stuff. But Batman and Robin, they had their vehicles created by someone else. Spirit gave them what they needed. Although my Batman and me as Robin, we are powerful and we can make things happen, but we don't do it by ourselves. So there's the message. You don't do anything alone. You're not on your own. You said you've been feeling alone. Where are you? I'm going to go back to you. You've been feeling alone. I felt lost lately. Okay, you're not alone. That's what it is. You've got a best friend from the old school. If there isn't somebody that comes to mind immediately for you, it's your own higher self. It's your own self that you have abandoned yourself. If you are feeling alone, you've abandoned yourself. If you're feeling lost, you're not lost. You're never lost. Use your sonar. Use your bat sonar. Why do you feel lost? What is it that I'm feeling lost about? There's something that I need to look at. I'm not lost. And I don't have to do everything by myself because I'm one half of a dynamic duo. And if it isn't me and my dynamic partner, it's me and spirit or me and my highest self. So whenever I'm in a place like that, I call on my higher selves. They go up 15 levels, right? And if I'm not seeing something or if something is blocked, I've gotten mad at my higher selves. I'm like, hey, you know what? I've been asking for clarity on this and I'm not getting it. So somebody on my line is asleep. So either get the fuck off and get somebody else to wake up or give me some guidance here. And if nobody smartens up on my higher self, right? Because my ego mind is so messed up I can't catch it. Then I call Archangel Uriel and I asked him to light it up because right now we're dealing with Batman. So we're in the dark. Batman's in his cave and he needs to get out of his cave, get into his car and pick up Robin, right? Because they're a dynamic duo, they're partners. So there's something that you've got to connect to something that's missing. There's somebody or something within yourself that you have disconnected from, that you need to reconnect to. It's all about self-love first. I wasn't ready for my twin until I loved myself more than I loved him, which just got there. Really? It just did. So it's about that. I hope that's understood. If you feel lost, shine your bat signal. Oh my God! Yes! Shine your bat signal. I heard that somewhere else. Shine your bat signal. I did shine my bat signal. I signed it. And you know what's so interesting? Hold on a second. I got to tell you guys this. It's getting dark in here. I did shine my bat signal. Spirit said, remember, was it the day before yesterday in our reading? We were supposed to take action. Remember? Spirit said, don't wait for somebody else to take action. If you're waiting for somebody to save you, if you're waiting for somebody else, because remember that song, I'll Save You? Nah, I'm not waiting for you to save me. I don't need you to save me. I saved myself. Together we're a team, right? But the message was, don't wait. You need to act. And I thought at the time, really? After he did that and said that, I have to act? And my higher self said, get out of there. Get out of there. You don't have to be making this a competitive situation, right? You need to act. So I shined my bat signal. That was the only thing I could think to do. I put it up on my banner and you guys all reacted to it, which I thought was really interesting because he gave me a symbol and I shared it. And I said, all I can think, Spirit told me to act. And all I could think to do is, I'm a healer. And there's Batman. He just went by again. All I could think to do, there he is again. Ah, look, can you see him, you guys? Oh my God, that's so cool. So, as soon as I turn it around, they show up again. Come on. Don't be an idiot either, is what I'm telling you. Don't be a jerk. You know, when I show up and I don't do the whole thing where, you know, I don't like that. Don't do that whole thing that, you know, she sends her love back out and then I'm going to run away again. Don't fuck up that kind of, don't do that. I'm over that bullshit. But anyway, I shined my bat signal. Hold on, they're going to come flying around. And what I did was I heard in my head, healer. You are a healer, right? We have the ability to bring healing to a situation. We have the ability, I'm going to keep this turned around so you guys can see the bat. It's crazy. He's dancing all around me. There he is again. I'm a healer. So I heard that he was anxious, that he had something that he was dealing with. And so I filled it with Reiki and healing energy. And unconditional love, because I'm able to unconditionally love. I can do that, right? I've grown up enough that I can do that. This didn't come with strings attached. I'm not asking for anything back. Why is it when I turn around, you show up? He does that because he's Batman. Because he's like a freaking shadow, you know? So I filled it with Reiki healing energy. There they are. There's a pair. Ooh, there we are. And I posted it. And all of you guys said thank you, which was kind of cool because it was filled with Reiki energy, healing energy. But that was my bat signal. That was my sign to him that he's safe, that it is safe, that there's no reason for fear. Okay, oh, that's what they're doing? They're eating the mosquitoes? Good job, babe! Because the mosquitoes were after me, and he's taking care of them. Right on. Okay. You guys are asking me questions, so hold on. I love bats. They're super cute. You should have seen the little bats in my room. I have a video of it on Facebook. It's from 100 years ago. Okay. If you feel lost, shine your bat signal. It's okay to get victorious with our higher self. What does that mean? Boisterous with your higher self? Are you kidding? I yell at my higher self. It's me. It's me. If I'm not understanding something and something's not clear to me, I need to wake up. I can scream at my higher self. It's me all the way back up to spirit. We are angels walking. If you don't understand that, we are, you know? And archangels, they're my brothers, you know, and sisters. So yeah, you can yell. I yell at them. The only one I don't yell at is my father. And I have yelled at him. But why would you yell at your dad? All he wants is the best for you. That's a message. I heard my twin say, I just want my dad to be happy. And I just heard all he wants is what's best for you. So I don't know what that message is, but go to your dad. That's what I got. Is it okay? So yes. I saw that in a reading from me. What? I don't know what you saw. Oh, the blue heron flying in the sky reminds you of the bat signal. Yeah, well, because the herons, that's us. That's all of us, right? We can do anything we set our mind to. We're the jack of all trades, masters of none. The ones that are underestimated, the ones just like Batman. Batman's underestimated, right? People misjudge him. We're misunderstood. We are all misunderstood, us spiritual people, right? Misunderstood, misread, you know. But we can see an opportunity when others don't, and we're able to make something amazing out of that opportunity. I gotta turn my air on. It's getting freaking hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I think that was the song playing when I met my twin. Okay. Hi, Evan. Eating these yummy mosquitoes. Yes, laugh out loud. Wow, it's getting dark. It is getting dark. Okay, you guys, you know what? I gotta roll. I gotta go down the hill. This is the longest reading. And my right ear, shit, my right ear's popping. So that's wow. That's a negative. My right ear popped twice. And you just said, I just read, send Negron. Wow, it's getting dark. And as soon as you said that, I had 2 pops to my ear. So there's somebody on this line that needs to go away. Archangel Michael, get rid of them, please. I'm asking them, banish. You're being banished. You're not welcome. And you're not going to cause any problems because, wow! A bat just literally went right at my window right then. That's confirmation. Don't worry about it. I have so many bats outside the window right now, I can't even tell you. Yeah, right on. Super cool. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. It is so cool. Oh my God. I mean, I'm telling you, it went right by the window. Right when I said it got dark all of a sudden, and I heard something from the night side, and right then the bat came up to the window. Uh-oh. I got another message. Okay, I got another message. I can call him Batman, but Batman is actually not good. I can call him Batman in that way. But there is another message, because the song by the Chainsmokers, I Want Something Just Like This, he said Batman and his fists, and Batman was a woman, was a female energy, so it could have been a gay man or a female energy, and they had fists, and they hurt him. Batman with his fists. And he says does not see himself on that list. So we're not talking about that Batman. These Batman, this one here, this is the animal messengers. They're our friends. But that Batman, I forgot about that. He's a piece of shit, or she, whatever it is. It is a piece of shit. And that's why I got that in my ear. Because that Batman hurt my twin. So, all right. Have a great night, you guys. I got to drive down the mountainside. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Interesting. I'm going to ask who that Batman was. Why my ear popped right then. Not good. I don't like you. But you're not going to get my anger. Because you don't deserve it. All right, let's see. Who are we going to be? Ew, I look like a ghoul. Wow, I just got who it was. The one they call baby. The mom, the mommy, the shark. That's who it is. Wow, thanks for that. Look how quickly Spirit answers me. So the one they call baby. Mommy the shark. All right, peace out, lady. All right, love you guys. Love you guys. Woo. I gotta figure out how to end this.